There's HaShulchan Yerideh Simon Lamed Tes, Sifim Tzadik to Tzadik Aleph, and this is supplemental day 281 of the HaShulchan Yomi series. Tzadik. Kreisbar. It's already been clarified. If the sirch is from two places, from a place which is kosher, a place where it's forbidden, or Shem Makomas are two places. Makom kosher, Makom aser. Ochim acharov, we go to the majority. Pichach, therefore, una v'uma shnizuchu b'sircha achas adoifen. If an una and uma are adhering together with one adhesion to the wall, imro me'una, if most of it's from the una, which is kosher because of its placement in the narrow cavity of the chest, it's kosher. Ro me'una, majority of the circle comes from the uma, it's treifa. It may mark if there is no wound in the wall. So too, if you have an una which has one adhesion which goes to the chazeh, which is good, Dolphin and the other one to the wall, which is no good. You go after the majority. Oh no, the other way around. You move the dolphin kosher. The majority is the dolphin's kosher with a chazah treifa. So if you have a uma which is adhering with one sircha to a wall which has a wound, and the sircha goes to the makkah, but chutzla beyond the makkah. In real makkah, most of the sircha here is to the makkah, it's kosher. In Laban, it's not treifa. So too, if the uma has one sircha, one adhesion goes to the tarpash, to the diaphragm and to the wound in the rib cage. If the majority is to the wound in the rib cage, it's shera, it's kosher. Being lab, and it's not, it's treifa. Or this two in Shulchan Aruch. And the bracket says, not to join a row together to make a row on two sides. This requires great analysis. It's very difficult. What's the reasoning of all this? Sounds like arbitrary. It's like the rest of the Torah, follow the majority. Even though it's not, it's very completely similar. In the entire Torah, where there's a contradiction between the minority and the majority, we have to follow one of them. So we'd follow the rov. But here, they don't contradict each other. There can be both. Multiple circles, right? The una nisuchu, that both the una and the uma have adhesions. And the moisture which came in both of them got enmeshed. Became one sircha. Also besucha to the chest and to the wall. Even if the wall works to close up the majority which is adhering to it, nevertheless, how is it effective? If it doesn't also close up the adhesion which is to the adhering to the enmeshed in the chest. Makes the question makes sense. Nevertheless, some they still follow the robe. That's the rush. But time be a rush of tshuva, so the rush clearly explains it in tshuva. It's not logical to say one sircha came from two places. And they became joined together so to make one sircha. Therefore, don't say half it came from the makkah, half of it from the lung. Therefore, follow the majority. But I've got times that little shaykh rock with makkah v'chutz the makkah, even though this really only pertains where you have a sircha which is partially on the makkah and partially outside the makkah. But if it's a sircha which goes both to the chest and to the wall, or from both an uma and an una to the wall, don't say because of two separate places. They can join together. Just say it's a broad sircha, it's one sircha. That's the basic question. Nevertheless, it seems the Torah and the Shulchan Aruch din echad lam they have one halacha. The Gam Elu also needs. Yeshua could say the Roch is lotion extra becomes simply to say that they became seized in two places. Oshabo Mishnei Mekomas, or that they came to two places. So, we say the Achaz Yikoris, one is primary, Vashnia Tafala, and the other is secondary. Ve'enel is Pasha is only expansion thereof, of the primary one. It's Miyanim astonished Rabbeinu, but he says, Sifra Godel Hevi Das Rashba Baran Lesser B'Chai Gavno. They brought down the Rashi Baran who say it's us in this scenario. The Lole Lechacharov, and not the following majority. Lumbi Cloud died in Shulchan. Why is not bringing their stringent opinion in the Shulchan Aruch? Really, it seems to me who the primary reason is that royim b'chush. This we see with our senses. B'chol sircha mispashetes l'rochav, and any sircha which extends in the width. The kara makara hu makom echad. Its source and its root is one place. B'shai ne'es pashas west is only an expansion. Times the kosav the sifan gimel. That's what he said. The halicha acharov, the following the majority hula achar miuchanog ayin sham. It's after the proper crushing, which is customary. Can't say the kulam ma'ida b'zeh. So the they says so that Eira agrees with this. Shochan acharov, following the majority. But also in Sheva Sifra Godo, those who forbid it, which he brought down in the Beis Yosef. Perhaps it's when we see that there's an adhesion that goes to two places in an absolute distinct way. Shulch Myra and the Shulchan story about Sharoin Sircha Achas. We see one Sircha Bimkoira in its root, or its source is Pashusam Ruba, and it seems to just expand greatly. Komkom Tzarchi and Garo. Nevertheless, it requires much greater analysis. We have to be careful considering this in practice. The Torah Brias in Bekim has to do with how the experts perceive the situation. Kampamim Ra'inu Sheish Lakir B'Zeh. HaShulchan was obviously intimately involved in Shechit Nevarek. He says several times it was clear to us that it was one adhesion, which expanded, not two separate adhesions. Okay, so in the next sif is going to throw a monkey wrench into everything you just said, but that's for tomorrow.